You got me good, Carver. You got me good. 'Tis but a scratch. 'Tis but a scratch. A plague on both your houses. 'Tis but a scratch. You guys, this weekend, did you watch Baz Luhrmann's insane Romeo and Juliet? It's on Canadian Disney Plus. Here's my story of Romeo and Juliet. Okay, read the play in 8th grade. I had a cool teacher, which is fucked up in the 8th grade. Give me a second here, because in 8th grade, it's at least when I was that age, with back in the early 2000s, it was not cool to think your teacher's cool. So here's how that shit went out. My cool ass teacher showed us The Princess Bride, and I said, if our teacher likes it, it must be ass. So I was on the wrong side of history on that one. And my teacher, after we read Romeo and Juliet, she was like, I'm supposed to show you like the 1960s Romeo and Juliet or something like that, but instead I want to show you this cool Baz Luhrmann one that came out a few years ago. I watched it and I was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen, because my teacher thinks it's great. Watched it again this weekend. They don't make movies like that anymore, man. The fact that it came out in theaters is insane. It's Romeo and Juliet in Southern California with guns instead of swords, and they don't normalize the dialogue at all. The dialogue is straight out of the play. So you've got Jamie Kennedy, like 19-year-old Jamie Kennedy. Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? Benvolio, if I bite my thumb at thee, is it an actionable offense? Yes. Then I do bite my thumb, sir, but not at thee. Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? It's like, so I saw the clip on Twitter that said they don't make movies like this anymore. And I said, oh shit, this is crazy. And then I watched the whole movie on Disney Plus, and I was like, it's like the Crank 2 high voltage of Shakespeare. It's amazing. What's it called? It's called Romeo plus Juliet. It's the same thing as Tenet for me as well, and the aforementioned Crank. I think that there's problems with the movie, but I think it's just so cool that, like, who cares is basically my takeaway. I hate Baz Luhrmann. That's what's crazy, is like, me too. I think the only Baz Luhrmann movie I've seen that I liked is this Romeo and Juliet. And he's fucking killing it with Romeo and Juliet, man. It's really good. You're right, it's insanely overacted. No doubt about that. It's got John Leguizamo in it, also true. John Leguizamo's crazy in it. You gotta love it. I think I've gotten old enough that I actually like appreciate Shakespeare's writing instead of just pretending to get an A in English class. Like, while I don't know, maybe I was just enamored with all the gunplay. But while I was watching, I was like, holy shit, everything this dude writes is like actually poetry. Turns out maybe people enjoy his work for a reason. Like, nobody's ever like, I'm going to the store, do you need anything? Everything's like, oh, fine purveyor of goods, plucker of stars from the night sky, bringeth down one burning ball of my desire. And then the shopkeeper's like, that'll be 7130. Oh, plastic rectangle, thou art both a creation of my desire and also the destroyer of it. Shopkeeper's like, come on, dude, get thee to Mantua. I'm a queen card. I'm a queen. Sorry, it's a very erudite stream here. We're interleaving Shakespeare with K-pop. Yeah, I'm familiar with G-Idol. You think I don't know Queen card? You think I don't know what's going on with 50/50 and their song Cupid, and how they're now being canceled in the South Korean media because apparently they tried to get their composer or their producer cut him out of the profits for that song, and now they've been like removed from the zeitgeist or whatever. Really? I don't know. That's what my wife told me. They were nominated for a Grammy too. All I'm gonna say is I ate at a Korean restaurant last night, even though. Yeah, misshaped bagel. You see them sometimes. They're made by Dempsters. Even though 50/50 has been canceled, Cupid's such a slapper, the restaurant played it 2 times. 2 times. You know what that's like in 45 minutes to hear the same song twice? That's how you know you're dealing with something that's on the level of like a hey ya. Every time we have a long drive, my wife takes the opportunity to teach me something about K-pop. Like, ask me anything about the 4th generation girl groups right now. I know their names. There's, just give me a second. There's New Jeans. There's aespa. There's Les Seraphim. Hang on. I know some of these. He knows New Jeans. I've heard of them at least. There is N-Mix. It's probably not how it's pronounced, but that's how I know it. I'm sort of familiar with it. Who's the prettiest in aespa? Gonna stop you right there, brother. I've never seen any of these artists before in my life. I've only heard them in my car. I must be the only K-pop fan on earth that's never seen a music video where the fucking cameraman is going like shoo, shoo, and then they do like a tung, tung, and at the same time the camera goes like pum, pum. How do you know if you've never seen it? Because in 2012, I lived in South Korea, and I would like walk through the E-Mart, and every Korean music video was like that. Well, every K-pop video is like that. There were also some ballads on occasion, but that's usually just like a really pretty man singing on like the top of a really big building or something.